Did you put Vivi's outfit on? Oh, she looks so cute. Come on, up. Oh, Baba. You look so cute. Look a little Vivi. Look a little Vivi. Look a little Vivi. Here you go, Russell Brown. I think she's excited. I think she thinks we're going somewhere and doing something. Look how excited she is because she's got a dress on. What? You excited? Where are we going? We're not going anywhere. We're filming this and then we're going to go to McDonald's. Good morning.
And welcome back to the channel.
Today we're going to Yena, RuPaul's Drag Race
Down Under.
the doggy show.
Doggy makeovers.
I am your host, Esther Russell.
And I'm Russell Brown.
And this is
Vivian, the puppy princess.
our little Viviani. You get to feature in the show. Just show off your dress. Look at this beautiful
We're
dress.
We're matching.
Custom made by Russell Brown.
Yes, I did make it.
Today is the makeover challenge. Your favorite. Come and sit up here, or you can sit.
She wants to sit in the tulle. She loves sequins. She loves glitter. She's like, this is my home now. Maybe we should move it. Let her have a bed. Because otherwise she's going to scratch it.
It's a new day in the workroom. Last week, bumper left. Yada, yada, yada.
We've
RuPaul.
got a top 4.
We're up to the top four. Top four. The 1, 2, 3 floor.
Yes.
They came into the workroom. That was
Yes.
very cute.
They seem very happy and chipper.
Chipper.
Chipper
And
for the-
RuPaul comes out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good day, good day, good day.
Yes, with a little neckerchief again.
The challenge is the makeover challenge, but with a special edition.
Little puppy poop.
Doggies.
Little doggies. They haven't had dogs since season
They've had dogs?
4.
When did they have dogs?
For the bitch show.
Real dogs?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Sharon
That was
Needles.
a long time ago.
Sharon Needles, Latrice, Fifi, and Chad.
At the bitch show.
At the bitch show.
Da-da-da.
And
the top 4?
At the bitch show. Yeah, top 4.
Oh, wow.
Bitch show.
They're recycling a thing. No,
It wasn't a makeover challenge. They just had to walk the dog. But they had to make an outfit that was inspired by the dog. So this was a mixture of a challenge of being a makeover and you make over the doggy as well. Yeah, this is the first time that's circa first chunk of Drag Race. That's the golden age of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Isis gets to assign the doggies.
Yes, because she
I'm not
won
going
last
to try and
week.
attempt to remember anyone's of the guests' names or the dog names because I can't remember.
I know some of the dogs' names. There was a Oodle. There was like a Vivi-esque dog.
Vivi-esque doggy.
Let's talk about, like, you know, they each of them have a story, you know. So Isis's girl is queer. She's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Floor's makeover is with a trans man.
Lovely, yes, that representation, beautiful.
And Floor's Guatemalan and her
Filipino.
makeover is Filipino, so they bond on those. Gabriella got a gay guy from
Yeah, we got the man.
Gabby got the only man. Holly got the lovely girl with the pink hair. Didn't she have pink hair? She had a pink top. She got red hair.
Yeah.
She got red hair, like.
Yeah, she was cool. She talked
You
about
know,
her
she-
confidence and
Yeah, she talked about being on the show,
vulnerability
getting
and
getting
They
her confidence.
had their walkthroughs with
and-
Rue and they sort of chatted a
Yeah.
little bit, which was really sweet.
So
as
the
well.
you know, like other makeover challenges, this is the warm fuzzy episode. So I've always loved.
I obviously you could tell that they were like so excited and happy to have some new people in the workroom that they could talk to.
I know I've
know what
probably
I
said this
mean?
about many other different episodes, but the makeover challenge is my favorite. But the only reason why it's my favorite is because I know that if you were ever on Drag Race, you would beat them hands down with one hand behind your back You know what I mean? Like, this is your challenge. Like, if you know how girls go in and be like, this is my challenge. This is your challenge. We know how to do a makeover. We know style. We have taste. And they always have that warm fuzzy moment of them bonding together with their person, but then also that person getting to experience drag, the way that drag can sometimes be like a mask. Not a mask in a bad way, but like
you can put it in a costume,
but like
and you can,
a confidence, like a
gives you the-
superhero.
yeah. It's like a superhero costume.
Like a superhero costume, which they have been saying throughout the episode as well. It's like, oh, my superhero, we're going to be a superhero, which is kind of like that because it gives people that confidence to be someone who they feel like that they might not be or could be, but then they're scared, you know? So yeah, like, that's a great start.
Any notable things from the workroom that you remember other than what you've already said? Really? It was just the generic stuff, trying on wigs and heels and all that jazz. There was no, like, good and bad, other than, obviously, the main plot point of the episode was Rue's walkthrough with Holly.
Oh, yes. We do have the
Forever
infamous...
28.
The infamous Forever 28.
So, Rue says to Holly, last week on the runway, you said you were 28, but your paperwork says you're 34. And Holly, what? I'm 28. I'm 28. And from what we heard through the grapevine and stories that I thought that was going to be very much like their production, and Rue is angry that she lied. But Rue was cackling and laughing because, like, Holly just continued with the joke of, I'm
like
28.
I'm from
28.
Hollywood.
I don't know
a
who.
starlet never reveals her
I don't know
age.
who wrote that. Some man wrote that on the paperwork. That wasn't me. I didn't write 34. Which I think was quite fun. That was cute.
Yeah.
Because really, at the end of the day,
all the rumours.
At the end of the day, it's not that big a fucking deal.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. There were a lot of rumours going around about, like, drama and... Oh, you know, and they kind of let it up with it being the snippet at the end of like Rue's confronting Hollywood, but then it just was like, it's like, everyone lies about their age when they're over 28, because we're 28.
We're 28. We are.
I'm 28.
I'm 25. Well, I love that he said in the testimony, Holly said in the testimonial, well, how do I look? And that's what, whenever anyone asks us, I do that every time. Whenever anyone says,
every single time.
They ask, I say, how old do you think I am? How old do I look? What do you think? And then they say, I don't know, 20, like mid-20s, late 20s.
I tell people,
thank you.
I tell people all the time, start confusing them while you're younger.
Yeah, you gotta start.
While you're early, when you're in your 20s, your actual 20s, start confusing them then. Because then when you are older, they have no fucking idea of how old you are. It works for me all the time. All the time. They're like, I'll say a comment and then they'll be like, how old are you? And then I'm like,
what do you think?
How old do you think I am?
How old do you think I am? How do I look?
And they'll be like, in my age, 20, like in my 20s.
And you're like, oh, you got it right.
Oh,
you got it. You got me. You got me.
Well, I haven't had 20 for a while. I usually get 25, mid 20s.
We're lucky that we look very youthful. Naturally beautiful and youthful.
It's in my genes.
It is.
Thank you. Thank you, mother. Thank you, mother. And boom, runways.
Technically, there isn't anything much else that happened in the episode, which, you know, general...
No.
Getting ready, makeup, you know, dogs in the workroom. Dogs in the workroom, beautiful. Dogs in the workroom. So let's get straight into yeah-naring and na-yaring, the runway looks.
Sorry.
Rude. Yeah-naring and na-yaring the runway looks of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Down under.
Oh yeah, RuPaul looks...
Chunky.
But not bad chunky. Like, we're not saying in a negative way, but like, she looks voluptuous.
Yes.
I don't know if she's less cinched,
We've
bigger boobs, more padding.
We've been having this conversation
Yeah.
behind the scenes. We haven't really had this
not
conversation.
really,
We've
blatantly.
spoken to this with a few people, and
I don't know if it's the colour of the dress.
I noticed
as
that
well.
RuPaul, some weeks she's cinched,
really cinched, like the classic RuPaul waist
Yeah.
that we know.
and then other
Yeah.
weeks she'll be wearing loose clothes. You can't really tell, or she's a little bit less cinched and more hog body. But
Voluptuous.
in the body, it's like it's not her typical shape. So it's like maybe, I don't know, like she can only have one good week and then she has to have a rest.
From the corset.
You know,
She
from
did-
the
no,
corset.
I sort of like it. She looks
And
nice
then like she
voluptuous.
has a little bit of a normal body instead of that like really like
What the fuck was that?
that was like, you know, when you have a
Oh, when you
corset
go-
on and you're like
Okay.
yeah,
Alright.
duh, right? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I still think she looks lovely. And,
Oh, she looks good.
And Michelle has the fuck off bob. Fuck off.
Oh, Michelle looks good. Lots of people online always say that Michelle always looks amazing
And the
in
guest,
Australia.
the Jason Cavallo, Justin.
Yeah, Justin, I think.
I thought it last week in the promo, and I thought this week he looks like a drag king. Don't you think he looks like a drag king?
He's like a little
Looks like a cute
Italian
cute little drag-
footballer.
cute-
Is he a footballer?
Yeah, soccer.
Yeah, soccer.
Football. Yeah,
Soccer.
he's one of the openly gay soccer people.
Yeah. Is he from Australia? Or is
Yeah.
he on the Australian team?
Yeah, all that shit.
First on the runway, we have.
Hollywood star, and I can't remember the name.
Is it Ava Stone?
Something like that. And they're going
Ava-
to their
and Ruby
in their-
Resort.
In their yeah.
Ruby
and they're
Resort.
they're in their resort wear.
Then there are
Running
the
their
Camillas.
Camilla's. I'm in my cozies today because I was at a gig, FYI. So I can't be bothered. But I still look
So
beautiful.
they're, you know, it was this resort, 1920s flapper.
Yes.
Camilla, caftan, realness.
Was it Camilla? Did you post it? It's definitely
I'm
Camilla.
pretty sure it's
It looks
Camilla.
like Camilla.
Like, Hollywood's worn a lot of Camilla, and Camilla's a bit of a drag hag.
Yeah, bit of. She's a full-on drag hag.
She loves
we
the
love
gays.
and we love her for it. I think it's cute, but I do agree with the judges in regards to the makeup. You specifically agreed that you liked the guest makeup.
Yeah, I feel
more.
as if sometimes with the makeover challenge is where they concentrate too
It's
much
always hard about like.
on the sister.
Do they
so
want you to look exactly the same? But then there's so many times when they've looked exactly the same, and they're like, "Oh, you just look exactly the same. You don't look like family." I was like, "Well,
yeah, it's
What do you mean by
very,
family, then?
It's very difficult because they say so many different things. They're like, not enough family resemblance, too much family resemblance, too same, not enough
We
same.
said all this last year.
You know, like it's just like
So what do you think?
fucking-
What did you think? What did you actually think of this though?
And like,
I thought it was cute.
and we've always said it's very difficult. Personally, I would think it would be difficult to
Yes.
get a family resemblance when,
One is POC.
well, yeah, one is POC
And one is white.
and one is white. So you know that would
already,
be
like,
a very
it's already
difficult hurdle for
Yeah.
Hollywood to make her look like her sister, her mum, her aunt, her, you know what I mean, her
Yeah,
daughter
right.
in any
Family,
way,
yeah,
you know what I mean? With this, I feel as if she may have concentrated a little bit too much on her sister. Sometimes the contestants get worried that if they don't concentrate enough, don't make them look good enough, that they'll get red for film.
Yeah, they'll also get red to if you put all the time and effort into you and don't put enough effort into your
Yes.
guests. And then they get red the opposite way as well. So I was like,
Yeah, so I feel as if this is what has happened here. Like, her sister totally looks it in that look. She totally looks like the resort rich bitch. They're on holiday with her pooch, but it looks dress up on Hollywood. It's like typical flapper dress up party.
It's cute, but it's nothing that wow. But it's not bad.
Her sister,
Oh, looks so
I would
cute,
say,
pretty.
out of all the guests, I reckon her sister looked the best.
But it's still a yeah.
Well,
for me,
in
for-
comparison, that's what I'm saying. In comparison to what she originally looked like. But with this, if we're doing it as a whole, I would have to be a high meh.
Oh, it's a high me.
A high meh, because just, you know, it wasn't equal.
Next on the runway.
I'm just being extra critical because that's top 4.
Next onto the runway, it is
Isis, Eva, Lorraine.
and Venus Tina. Lorraine.
And Venus.
Which is very cute, 'cause
Venus.
we forgot in the first episode, Isis is
And I think the
a
dog's name
Greek
is
god.
Neptune.
Something like
So
that.
I think that's very pretty because it's all like gods and planets and Roman
And their dog
influences and stuff
Yeah,
like
the Greek
that.
goddesses. The white iridescent sequin, the 2 different cuts with the same fabric, 2 different types of dresses, but then the blonde ponytails, one curly, one straight, but the goddess like feathers in their hair, headpieces. It's all just so elegant, and her partner looks so
This
good.
is
And
where
I-
you see
I feel like her partner, her
Isis's
part was
sewing
Taina.
skills.
I feel like she really was like in it. She got a good partner.
I feel with Isis lucked out because with her guest, obviously she was a glamazon already. Like
Yeah.
she didn't really need much.
Oh, she's very pretty.
She was
Very
she was
pretty,
already quite
tall,
tall,
slender.
You know,
They did match.
They-
Obviously, Ice was like, she's the best match for my body.
you know,
For shapes and
they were
dresses.
similar
and
height and
Yeah.
similar body type. You know, and she was very attractive. Isis was able to amplify that.
Oh, yeah.
And like I was saying, you know, this is where you see one of Isis's other skills, which is why I love the makeover challenge, because this is where other drag skills come into play. Having these 2 outfits, you know, it's like, oh,
Do you think that they were told that there was going to be dogs and they had a dog outfit ready? Because what did she have the thought to bring extra fabric? Because it's the same fabric.
Oh.
Or did they get told there was going to be dogs?
Did all of them have a costume?
They did, but some of them looked a bit makeshift. The dog costume is made very well as well.
Yeah.
And it covers the full body and it looks really good. For me, it's a fuck yeah! It's a fuck yeah!
And for me, it's a fuck yeah too.
Do you love your bubble? You have to say the bubble. Then I have the sound over it and then it makes sense to fill in the time. Yeah, then you cut it. Then you go there.
You've wiped off all your makeup on your nose.
From afar, I don't give a shit. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired and I still look good. In the tiny little view that I can see myself on the camera, I look great.
Next on the runway, we have...
Oh, who do we have? Floor and Rosa.
And the little dog
Burrito.
Burrito. Bouquet.
Bouquet. I love how Burrito was like, they're like, Floor and Rosa came out and then Burrito was like, boing, like came out like, ding. And you got a necklace.
Later on, you see when they do a flashback of when they first were on stage, and then Burrito's like on the other side of the dress going, "Hello." It's just so cute.
I thought these dresses and they were so pretty, and I loved. You know, you would think that with like a makeover challenge outfit, you would bring something that's stretch, or very versatile, something not, you know, loose, like the caftan, Camilla caftan that you could cinch it with a belt or something. But this is a fully corseted gown that obviously a corset you can bring in and out, but it just fits so well on her, and she looks great, and she did so good with the makeup. The makeup looks amazing.
Yes.
I think her transformation is a million times like more wow than. You said the first one was the best. I think this one's the best transformation. Makeup, sort of makeup, what? Yeah, it's the whole, what do you mean?
Well, yes. I particularly don't like the outfits.
No?
personally.
Well, the concept or just in general?
I like the color scheme. I like
Yeah.
that one's got one color, the other's got other color. And I see the whole concept and I love the whole concept together. And I do believe that she's the top in this. She's one of the top
Yeah.
for this.
What do you like about the fucking
But I personally don't like the style of the dresses. You know I don't like a mullet dress.
Oh, yeah. I
So
didn't
like
really
I
take
don't
notice
really
of that.
like a mullet dress.
Yeah.
I know it's not religious, but then
It sort of is. It is.
the crystals and stuff like that. Certain designers do it like Dolce Gabbana and all that kind of jazz. I personally don't like that in fashion. I feel as if it's a little bit gaudy.
Yeah.
So it kind of like it makes me not like the outfit, you know what I mean? Like if it didn't have the religious stuff on it, or like if it was just crystal,
Yeah, crystal.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't
it needed
if
sparkle.
it wasn't like just the
They
love
definitely needed
heart
the sparkle.
and the crosses on the other one, if it was just crystal,
right.
I would have been happy with it. Imagery,
It's like a t-shirt with a logo on it.
yeah,
When the plain t-shirt would look better. Or a
yeah.
merch shirt.
Yeah.
A merch shirt with a giant face.
But I do feel as if she did a major transformation.
Oh, yeah.
This is where I was saying as well, like where you would excel because you would be able to work with many different types of people because you've come from a makeup industry experience, and you know, so I think that Floor's got
Oh, she definitely
this
got that
skill as well.
makeup artistry experience.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
she definitely was able to, sometimes some people's looks don't translate, but when they have the certain skills of a makeup artist, like
Well, yeah, you're able to. So there's drag queens that just put their face on someone else, but it doesn't necessarily work on that person's face. But there's if you're a makeup artist and an artist, you can get the elements of your face onto someone else's face, but also still enhancing their natural features as well.
yes,
Which is what Floor has done here.
yes,
Yeah. So the makeup's amazing.
Makeup's
I
amazing.
think the dress is amazing. For me, this is another fuck yeah.
It is still a fuck yes. Is it? It's still a fuck
You don't need to explain anymore. That's good. You've explained enough.
yes. Shut your face. You're so fucking
Last
annoying.
onto the runway, we have
Gabriella Labucci
and Isabella Labucci.
and
The leading, yeah, I did be leading.
be leaning to Pizza
What was
because it's Billy.
his name's Billy? Okay, Billy.
I think it's
Bellini.
a girl.
Bellini.
A girl named
called
Billy. Little girl.
What a cute little.
It's not a boy. It's a little girl. I'm pretty sure.
Whatever. Whatever.
She's
What a
cute.
cute little. Dogs can be fucking genderless for fuck's sake. Doesn't fucking matter. It's like, you know, the joke when is it a girl or boy? When they ask about it, why does it fucking matter what gender the fucking dog is? But then
Vivi
again, if
looks
someone
so
called Vivi a boy,
cute.
you'd be like, she's a fucking girl, bitch.
I know. It's like all the time they're like, oh, he. And then I'm like, she got a pink collar, but she doesn't have a pink collar now. But that was
But
when
it's
she had a pink
Tiffany
collar.
blue, which is still a little bit fancy. So they're coming down the runway as Wilma,
Wilma and Betty.
Betty Rubble and Wilma
Flintstone.
Flintstone. I was like, what the hell is Wilma's last name? Well, when they first came here, oh, Betty Wilma, that's cute. Technically, they're friends, but Russell did point out
That Pebbles and Bam Bam do get together.
therefore they are family.
Therefore
Because they
they
are
are family.
mothers-in-laws,
Yes.
right? So, fuck off, Michelle. They're family. but, it's very costumey.
It's very costumey.
And I can sit, but that's the
And
annoying,
it's very
that's the
simple.
annoying thing.
Like-
I can see where Gabby has gone into Drag Race saying, "This is me. I'm silly. I'm camp. I'm a dickhead. I'm stupid. I'm gonna be silly and camp and a dickhead and stupid." with my costumes and my
Yeah.
runways, never thought about getting the critiques of we want to see the sexy, the
Yeah.
allure, we want to see the sultriness, we want to see you do genuine glamour. So if that wasn't what they were wanting, like the judges are wanting that from her, and she's changed it and she's gone more sexy, like she totally would have kept this up and been silly with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, which may be a little bit to her detriment, but it also is like it's a Isabellian Wilma costume.
Yeah.
It's not like a dragged, elevated version.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like,
You know what I mean?
I was a little bit like, when I watched this, I was like, oh yeah, no, it's good. And, oh, she's doing sexy.
Yeah.
And
She looks great.
and
Her makeup looks
she
amazing.
opened up
I love
about,
the orange hair.
doing
I have
being
always
sexy
loved
and stuff like-
a white dress with the orange hair. Looks so good.
you can see that it's just a smidge elevated over just a costume shop.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Just a smidge.
Yes.
But compared to the other girls,
Yeah.
it makes these outfits look a little bit cheap.
Yeah.
And it makes the kind of makeover not as
Exciting or elaborate.
yeah. Like, you know, when you when the makeover happens, you want it to be like, oh my
I get it.
god. You know
can
what I
say
mean?
that Gabby's partner looks a little bit like first time in drag. It looks like fag drag.
And
You
and
know?
I was gonna say that as well,
Yeah.
like as where we said
Because
with
you know,
Floor,
first time in drag, you go for
Floor
a
was
sexy,
able
slutty,
to take her
yeah,
makeup and make her partner
like
look
full,
fabulous.
like pro drag queen. Yeah.
Gabrielle's makeup hasn't translated onto her.
But she did actually do
and
a lot
she-
better than I
and-
thought she
and
was going to do.
She said she was the only one who had the male partner.
True.
But if you're talking about it traditionally in a drag competition makeover challenge, it's usually you're makeovering a man,
Yeah.
be it
I
an
don't think
old
the
man, a
judges-
rugby player.
I don't think the judges nor us were comparing them based on their gender at all.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the criteria that we're
Yeah.
talking about it. Yeah.
But I would say that Gabby's partner is traditionally quite good looking.
Oh, yes.
And there's definitely drag queens like who have like that masculine physique, but then still can look fierce.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she just didn't look as fierce as what she could be. So for me, this unfortunately is a Yenna.
Not even
Sorry.
a meh. Well, I'm going based off what what you've done. I'm going to do. This for me is a meh.
Meh.
It's a meh.
I just feel like we're getting to the end of the competition. We need to be a little bit more stricter, and
Not really, I guess.
and also I was like, I think sometimes I get a little bit caught up with the fact that being it's Drag Race Down Under, we know these girls. It's like we're experiencing it, and you get all caught up in like, oh my god, this is so cool.
My
like,
friends are on TV.
My friends are on TV. Like, this is a show. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
We know
god.
them.
Like,
We met them
and
when-
it's like,
when they
oh, you
started.
know, like, and I'm like, yes. And you know, I tend to be a little bit of like a Paula Abdul. You know what I mean? Like the friendly one in the judging. You know what I mean? Like I like to be the friendly one.
Yeah.
But So this is So, sorry, Gabby.
So to this man.
Sorry to this
Yes,
booch.
Booch. Oh, but the dog did tricks.
The dog did tricks.
dog did tricks.
Okay, so after all that, the dog was the best.
The dog gets a fuck yeah.
Yes.
The dog gets a
Billy.
fuck yeah. Billy gets a fuck yeah.
Bellini
Tony
Pizza.
Pizza gets a fuck yeah.
Woo! Cutest, only 10 months.
Oh, that was the young one.
It was
So
like
cute.
it's like when
Puppies.
it's puppies always get us. Well, I was like, we're gonna get 1 million puppies, and I always talk to Vivian and say, Vivian, do you want a brother or sister? And she gives me a look of like, don't you fucking dare.
You get one.
But we
One
get
day.
tempted. We get
She's
tempted.
ignoring us. Look.
No, she's
not
like,
gonna-
nope.
ignoring us.
Don't even think about it.
I do not hear it. I do not see it. I do not hear it.
Come on,
And
girls.
the doggies were watching the critiques.
And the doggies were
from the
so
back
cute.
room. That was so
Oh my
cute.
God, I just
I
love.
love that they did that.
I love it.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
It was. I think the dogs made this episode.
The dogs definitely made
Great.
this episode.
This is production value, production choices, decisions. We've been very critical of production's choices throughout the season, but having dogs on Drag Race, very good choice, very good choice.
And not just plain dog bitches. So we have 2 tops, 2 bottoms. Flora and Isis are the top, and Gabby and Hollywood are the bottoms.
Yeah. So
I expected Floor to win.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, because of how last week we thought Floor should have won last week. And the storyline of Floor needing a win still.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, well, Floor did really good. Isis did really good too.
And last week I wanted a double win.
Sort of on par.
I was like, there should have been a double win.
So we thought Floor was going to win, and then I sort of got the vibe because when Rue, then Isis, you said blah blah blah, blah. and then Floor, you gave the whole
not
burrito.
Saying that Isis didn't do
And
good,
the
but
burrito.
like I knew Isis would do good.
And then they said, "Congratulations, you both win."
Yeah. So and that,
which actually was
when,
really cool.
And when that happened, I was a little bit like, really?
Yeah.
I was a little bit like, you're doing the double win this week?
Yeah, you could have done it
You
last week.
should have done it last week.
But they could have done it
the double
both
win
weeks, really.
at all, both weeks. Points wise, it would help boost her up by having the 2 wins.
Yeah, exactly.
But Isis will technically still have more. If they did the double last week and double this week,
Maths, too much.
Yeah.
Isis and Floor are the winners of the challenge, and Holly and Gabby are lip syncing, and the song starts, and we're like, what the fuck is this? But it's not necessarily bad.
Well-
we SoundClouded it, Shazammed it, and we're like, oh, okay. But it's a very obscure song.
It's from girls from Melbourne. Haiku.
Are they it?
Did I look?
Are we meant to really know what it is? Yeah, haiku something. Yeah,
Haiku
was
Hands.
something.
And-
I've vaguely heard of it, but they're sort of like an indie band, I'm assuming. Right?
I give the lip sync to Floor in the background.
Same as Isis last week.
Isis last week doing her little clap. Floor knew every
She knew
lyric.
every single thing.
She was you could see her
I know they all
moving.
learnt it,
She
but
was
still.
jumping. She was doing it at the back.
And I
she was,
sort of feel like normally they're told not to lip sync. If they're not lip sync, if they're just watching.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can see it, but she was full on.
She was
doing it.
full on, as if she was about to jump on stage and push the other girls out of the way and be like, move it, bitches! This is my song. Yeah. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, maybe they're a New Zealand band. But then it was Sydney, Melbourne. But yeah, no, Floor loved this song because she was like, I was watching her in the back, which is kind of bad if I'm watching Floor instead of Hollywood and Gabby.
I feel like it was sort of equal. Holly didn't do as much of professional kind of dance moves that I thought they would do.
They did.
But it also felt.
I feel
you did say that it felt a bit like
they showed us the whole song. They normally don't show us this long of a lip sync, and they showed us a large chunk of the song. But I do feel like with their editing, it was very quick flutters of moments.
And you said that you noticed, you felt like they might have purposely put the music out of sync with the clips of Holly, and it looked like there was a close up where her lip sync wasn't right, but then a wide shot and it was right.
Yeah.
So it didn't really make sense.
Because, oh no, she doesn't have the lip sync down. But then when I looked closely and they did the zoom out and it's both girls, she was fine. And then I was like, but then when they zoomed in, it was out of sync. And then they zoom out, it's fine. So I was like, how come when they zoom in and do a close-up of Holly, she's out of sync, but then when she's not...
Are you saying rigor mortis?
Well...
But
I did say this. I was very surprised with the outcome. Gabby got a Shantae stay. and Hollywood sashay away. Going into this,
Oh,
going into this, I feel that they're both on par. They've both
Yeah.
been very competitive in this competition. They're both amazing
and they're
queens.
both on 2 wins, right?
And both of them on 2. No, Gabby's got 1 win.
Okay.
So
Holly
had more wins. To be honest, going into this, you know, sometimes you can kind of gauge where a lip sync will go, and we can't. Everyone knows that Hollywood is a performing powerhouse, and I was like, okay, if it's a ballad, Gabby's got a chance. But no, it was an upbeat, dancey song, so I was like, hands down, Hollywood would win. And she didn't.
And she said she didn't. She was unexpected for her too. We've got a top 3.
We got a top 3.
Gabby Bucci, Floor, and Isis Avis Loren.
Yes.
So we would like you to tell us down below, are you team Isis
Floor.
or Gabby Bucci? Let us know in the comments down below. We would love you to know. We're very excited for the finale next week. It's finally over again for another year. From what we've heard through the grapevine, there is also going to be an official finale in Sydney next week. So keep an eye on your socials, and we should get some good. Hopefully, you know, all the girls are going to finally be back together because they didn't get to have a premiere. So it'll be interesting to see the looks from the finale as well, right?
Ooh, finale looks.
So maybe the girls, the eliminated girls, might wear their finale gowns.
Hopefully.
So that'd be
You'd think so.
That'd be interesting to see.
So we'll have
that'd
some.
be fun.
Oh no.
Extra content. For this week, there is one that I do want to shout out. Did you see Amel's?
No.
I didn't purposely show you because where's my phone? Isn't it cute? Look at that. Giant bows and giant tie. Opposite colours. Isn't it good? So, special shout out to Emil. I love Emil. We love Emil. This one's a fuck yeah for me. Fuck yeah. It's so cute.
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
I love the colours. It's very fashion, very Emil.
She is a fashion,
She's a fashionista,
girl.
fashion queen.
Fashion queen.
It's so
I
cute.
wouldn't. It would be cute to see what Emma wears.
Yeah.
What's her finale gown?
And next week they're going to be doing the typical recording a song with RuPaul, one of RuPaul's songs. Is it a new song that we have never heard? Or is it a song
I don't know.
But anyway, thank you very much for watching today's episode of Yeah No or No Yeah. If you'd like to hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button to be notified of when we post a next video.
And you can watch some of our other videos as well.
Go back and watch the whole series of Yeah Nah in the link over there at the end of the video. It'll pop up soon. And watch series, and might as well go back and watch season 1. Might as well go watch season 2.
Yeah, and you did a makeup video.
I did a makeup video.
I did,
and I got people comment on it. People like it. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Kid Amin wants me to do her makeup. She commented on the YouTube and everything.
Oh,
and that'd be fun, wouldn't you?
That'd be fun.
Kid's makeup's very
specific.
And
a lot of people do mistake you for Spanky Jackson.
I can't never. I was going to make that joke. I was going to joke and say, don't even bother asking me to do Spanky because I already look like fucking Spanky.
A glamorous Spanky. Spanky is now glamorous.
Spanky's now glamorous.
Spanky's now
Spanky
glamorous.
has not a high mare anymore. She is a fuck yeah now.
She's a fuck yeah. But Esther's like a glamorous-er Spanky.
And also, if you would like to join the Patreon, please go ahead and join the Patreon to support us, our YouTube channel, and our social medias. But most importantly, you can gain access to my catalogue of wig styling tutorials. A huge thank you to our current patrons and new patrons. Here, how they are. I've been going past your face.
Hope you're learning about wigs.
And we do post behind the scenes and stuff. I posted the outtakes and behind the scenes of last week.
Yeah.
There might not be much this week, to be honest, because we're getting to the end and there's shorter episodes. And
we're about to die.
Yeah, we're about to die. I'm so ready for it to be over again and we can get our weekends back.
You say this every year.
Well, I'm the one doing all the work.
Every
I'm the one doing all the work. You get to come in here,
and
sit
but
down,
every year you're
talk
like,
shit,
we gotta do it. We gotta
talk
do
shit,
it.
and then
You
I
got-
asked
we
you
gotta
this
do
year. I
it.
said, "Do you want to do
We
it or
gotta
not?"
do it.
And you said you wanted to do it. You said we should do it. We gotta do it. You didn't say no. Anyway, you get to hear sit. You get to come in here, sit down, talk shit, and then leave and sleep.
Because I am the
and I
talent.
have to do all the fucking work.
I'm the talent. I am the star.
Finish this fucking video.
If you like us, subscribe,
We did that.
and
Just thank you very much for watching and goodbye.
thank you so much for watching, and fuck off.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Do you want McDonald's or do you want something else?
Toodles.
Eat noodles. I'm gonna have some noodles.
No.
Can I have noodles?
No.
If I have noodles, then you get nothing because you can't be asked making your own food.
This is the cutest little outfit. We should have won. It should have been us.
Yeah, we did make this for the dog show at Midsummer.
Everyone fucking cheered.
It was rigged.
It was rigomorous.
It was rigged.
It was so cute because we have the matching. Look, we're matching.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Do you really want McDonald's or not? We can get McDonald's breakfast.
Okay, whatever.
Bye. Oh, fuck, I really did.
Yeah, you look
I
terrible.
didn't know it was like a literal lie.
You look terrible, Esther.
That's terrible, Muriel.
Terrible, Miriam.